superintendent as a speaker. Huh?
students please report to the front of the stage? Good morning, parents, esteemed guests, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Raven Roll, and it is indeed an honor to be here, standing as your mistress of ceremony, presiding over this year's graduation ceremony. We will now have the presentation of colors by the North Miami Beach Senior High nationally ranked JROTC Color Guard, and the singing of the and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the singing of the national anthem by Miss Lorana Strawn. I ask that all gentlemen remove their caps at this time. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. you, and you may be seated. I now have the pleasure of introducing the principal of North Miami Beach Senior High School, our #1 charger, Mr. Randy Milliken.
Thank you, parents, students, faculty, staff, and honored guests for attending our 43rd annual commencement ceremony. Today's platform guests are as follows: the Honorable Dr. Martin Karp, member of the School Board of Miami-Dade County; Dr. Alberto M. Carvalho, Superintendent of Schools, Miami-Dade County Public Schools; Ms. Maria L. Izquierdo, Chief Academic Officer, Office of Academics and Transformation; Ms. Vivian Santi Esteban Pardo, North Region Superintendent; Ms. Lisette Alves, Assistant Superintendent, Division of Academics and Transformation; Mr. Stefan L. Cohn, Assistant Superintendent, School Operations. From the North Region, Ms. Sally J. Allion, Administrative Director; Mr. Jose Bueno, Administrative Director; Dr. Verena Cabrera, Administrative Director; Dr. Charmaine Curtin, Administrative Director; Mr. Andy J. Pierre-Louis, Administrative Director. We also have our feeder pattern principals from John F. Kennedy Middle, Ms. Mary Kay Parton; from Sable Palm Elementary, Ms. Alicia M. Costa DeVito; from Fulford Elementary, Dr. Jean Gordon; and from Reynolds Park, Mr. George Mazzone; and from North Miami Beach Senior High, my administrative team, Vice Principal, Ms. Marina Montesino; Assistant Principals, Dr. Sasha T. Challenger; Mr. Billy Redor; and Dr. Selena Volsi. Student Services Department Chairperson, Ms. Vanessa Armand. Class of 2016 sponsor, Ms. LaTanya Kelsey. Additionally, it is my pleasure to introduce our North Miami Beach Senior High retirees who represent a combined 67 years of service. Ms. Nelsie Ingram, Mr. Carlos Sardinas, Ms. Claudette Ramings, and Mr. Don Calderalo. Once again, thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you, Mr. Milliken. It is now my privilege to introduce to you a member of the Miami-Dade County School Board. He attended Syracuse University, where he earned a master's degree, and the University of Miami, where he earned a doctorate of education in educational leadership. He is a strong advocate for children and has dedicated his time to championing a wide range of educational programs throughout Miami-Dade County. I am pleased to introduce our school board representative, Dr. Martin Karp.
It's a scary time with new leadership coming. I don't know if there are enough jobs out there, and this generation sits behind computers and cell phones. Wait a second, wrong script. It's an exciting time with new leadership coming to our country. There are plenty of emerging fields and careers to explore with new opportunities, whether in space or in our oceans. You are the technical geniuses, and you are open-minded and the creative generation. You are the generation of STEAM education: science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Perhaps while we recognize the importance of STEAM, we could have also emphasized two additional letters from the alphabet, P and O for positive outlook. So if we came up short, you can work on it for yourself. Research shows that those who are optimistic are happier, healthier, and have better relationships. But graduates, they are also proving that positive individuals are outperforming their peers in the workplace. A study I just read mentioned one of the largest insurance companies' aptitude test for their executive sales program. That insurance company hired top test takers. Those who did not perform at the highest levels were given a new test to determine one's level of optimism. Those hired who scored the highest on attitude were compared with those hired who had the highest aptitude. The first year, the ones with the brighter outlook had higher sales by 30%, and in the second year, that sales gain climbed to 50%. The results were better than people expected, except, of course, for the optimistic people who knew they could prosper. In the Lucas Graham song, 7 Years, it says, "I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure." Fittingly, that attitude has now brought them to the top of the charts. I am optimistic about your bright futures. Know you can make a difference. Don't choose the wrong script like I almost did at the beginning of my remarks. Choose the right script. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Karp, for those inspiring words. Under his leadership in 2012, Miami-Dade County Public Schools won the coveted Broad Prize for Urban Education. In February 2014, the American Association of School Administrations named him the 2014 National Superintendent of the Year. In May 2014, he was honored by the President of the United States at a ceremony at the White House. The recognition was a result of his leadership in learning, communication, professionalism, and community involvement. Our superintendent was recently named the Magnet Schools of America 2016 Superintendent of the Year and is the 2016 winner of the distinguished Harold W. McGraw Jr. Prize in Education. He was recently appointed by the U.S. Secretary of Education to serve a 4-year term on the National Assessment of Governing Board. He was also honored by the President of Portugal with the Ordem de Mérito Civil. It is our distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Alberto M. Carvalho, Superintendent of Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
Good morning, buenos dias, bonjour. Principal Milliken, the Honorable Dr. Martin Karp, distinguished platform guests, family members, moms, dads, community leaders, the fiery, inspired, and inspirational freedom fighters of our generation, the remarkable faculty of North Miami Beach Senior High School, and the most talented, passionate, compassionate, beautiful, handsome, determined, courageous class of 2016. Today is your day. I believe Dr. Karp's address was succinct and to the point. It provided you valuable guidance on the actions and deeds that you could perform as you live out your glorious lives. So my remarks shall be brief and to the point as well. I chose to, before I walked up on stage, I chose to walk around and watch you, observe how you took your seat, observe how you walked into this auspicious venue. And here's what I saw. I saw young ladies, perfectly coiffed. I mean, the hair is perfect. Many of hour and dollar was spent at the salon, no doubt. more makeup than Nordstrom's and Macy's could sell in a week, and mascara by the pound, making you the winners of the world's longest eyelashes in the history of mankind. But I also saw poise and dignity. I saw courage. I saw determination, strength, and intellectual prowess. Now, the young man, I saw you walking in today with a special stride. I mean, you were feeling like you are today's superhero. Step aside, Iron Man. Step aside, Captain America. I am the man. And you have every right to be so, for you know that today is your day. But perhaps today you feel like there's more air in your chest, filling the entire gown with your prowess and your strength. So much so that that top button of your shirt is begging for mercy. The vein on the side of your neck is about to pop. And it impressed me the fact that even though this last journey you walked it by yourselves, it is not lost to me that many a journey that preceded this last one, there were people with you. First, there were those who, from the very first moment that there was a spark of life into your soul and your spirit, and your eyes opened and your hearts began to beat, they were there with you and for you. They were your parents, your loved ones, your family members, who have loved and prayed and wished for you every step of the way. They were there when you fell down. They picked you up. They wiped away a tear. They celebrated your successes. You see, I know many of you just like I know many of them. Many made incredible sacrifices and had to overcome daunting challenges just so that you would walk this last journey. Many of them breaking through poverty and homelessness, leaving their beloved nations, seeking a better tomorrow, not just for them, but mainly for you. It is their right to live their dream, and their dream is your dream, a dream of success in this great land that we call our America, not somebody else's America, an America already great, not to be made great by a single man's voice, but by the greatness of this community, a community of immigrants, a community of native-born, a community of black people, Hispanic people, native-born, those who speak Spanish, those who speak Haitian Creole, and yes, those who speak English, for there is room in this great nation of ours for everyone under God's watch. And anyone who denies that, it is not. Anyone who denies that is not a speaker of the America we so love and believe in. You see, I look at you and I am inspired by your greatness. Some believe that somehow the best days of America are behind us. I submit to you because of who you are, what you've accomplished, what you have already proven and demonstrated, that the best days of America are ahead of us because of your greatness, because of your intellect, because of your determination, because of the way you look at one another, your acceptance, your tolerance, and your understanding. You are inheriting a dangerous world, a world of confusion, a world of inequity, a world of prejudice, a world of hunger. But it is on you to actually solve it. Our generation has failed. You shall get us there. You are the generation that will bring a cure to cancer. You are the generation that will place a woman on Mars. You are the generation that will bring hope, prosperity to Haiti, to Cuba, to Venezuela, to Ukraine, faraway places, and right here at home. You are the generation that shall never ignore the cry of a child, the smile of a baby, or the homeless man under the bridge. You are the generation that believes that anybody's impossible can become anybody's inevitable if you simply have belief, skill, and will. Belief that there is no mountain too high, no valley too low, no ocean too deep, and certainly no wall too thick that you cannot overcome, that you cannot cross over, that you cannot conquer. Yes, the world is full of need, and you may be afraid sometimes. Afraid not of the need, afraid not of the obstacle, but where to start first. I urge you, do as Mother Teresa taught us. Look at those in greatest need closest to you, help them first, and then move on to the next one, and then the next one. For the power of love is indeed contagious. Be the contagion of love in our community. And in so doing, never ever lose sight of who you are. Do not allow yourselves to be defined by a label, by possession, by title. For God's dignity and humanity lives in all of us, regardless of how big, how small, how poor, or how rich. And if you do this, my friends, I promise you, you shall become the greatest generation that ever lived. Lastly, live with dignity. Understand that in pursuit of your goals, and they are lofty indeed, I urge you never ever to lose the sight of the echo of your souls. Understand that the road to success must be walked, must be climbed. There is no elevator or escalator there. And sometimes, yes, you shall fall. Sometimes, yes, you shall tire. But you shall get back up and continue. Do as the Japanese proverb says, fall 7 times, stand up 8. For everybody will forget your failures. Everybody will celebrate your final success. And lastly, take time, pace yourselves. Take time to listen to music. Take time to dance. Take time to listen to the chirping of birds or the color of a butterfly so beautiful to watch and notice. Take time to fall in love. I take that back. You're about to graduate, you fell in love 17 times during your freshman year. But take a time to be respectful. In fact, I want to leave you with this challenge. I want every single young man to look to the left, look to the right, and meet eyes with that beautiful lady that you've never spoken with, but you always wanted to. Now I want you to look up and look at her father and big brother. And then promise me this, that for as long as you live, you shall recognize that these young ladies are somebody's sister, somebody's daughter. You shall respect them every day of your lives. And ladies, look to your left, look to your right. Do not look at any boy, then look up at your fathers. And understand that to get respect, you must demand respect. Demand respect of the man in your life today and for the rest of your lives. Class of 2016, I leave you with this. May God keep you. May God bless you. May God anoint you with gifts, with power, with discernment, with wisdom, with forgiveness, with tolerance, with understanding. For you are the great class of 2016. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, Mr. Carvalho, for that motivating message. And thank you again for attending our graduation. Our next speaker embodies true Charger pride and spirit in every way. I am pleased to introduce Mr. Alvaro Jimenez.
Good morning, everyone. As I stand here in front of you all, cameras flashing, our parents and loved ones screaming for us, well, I could say, as a matter of fact, we can all say, we've made it to a point of no return. We can't walk over to Miss Jessica, bringing her those doctor notes anymore. Or pull up at 7:35 in the morning and have to walk to CSI to get a lockout pass. But like I said, point of no return, right? So we won't be needing these anymore. 4 years ago, class of 2016, we stepped through doors, not knowing what to expect. 4 years ago, we all accepted a challenge. And the reward from that challenge was to be sitting where we all are today. Walking through the halls of North Miami Beach Senior High with schedules in our hands, looking for rooms within corridors that don't seem to exist. 250X. I still don't know where that is. But seniors, 4 years in, and at this point, we still tend to forget that third period was on the second floor and not in our cars. Running away from the number one op, or hearing his voice tear through the halls during lunch, you all recognize it as soon as you heard it. As we sit here, you just tend to look back and rewind all these 4 years in your mind. All 4 years, just as fast as your heart beats. Feels like just last week, Coach Brittany was yelling at all of us to get to class. But come to think about it, for some of us, it was last week. Always remember the foolishness we did 2016, all the fun we've had. But let's not forget the true reason why we are here today. Seniors, if you look to your left, your right, in front and behind, you know that there are some faces missing. Some of those individuals who walked in through those doors aren't with us here today. But do not be sad, because we are the best. 2016, better than the rest. We yelled loud and proud during our pep rallies, wearing our colors from the bottom black to our kings and queen red. We sat through games and watched those W's roll in, teams and sports alike, because we all know that there ain't no game without Boma Flame. We stood strong together, even when we had to take those L's. We charged through our halls with pride. These are our halls. We took the throne, and today, we are crowned. Sitting in our class with heads up majority of the time, doing anything and everything for school, just so Mr. Adore or Miss Shore wouldn't come for you and say, "You're not walking." We sat down and made sure we worked hard every day. We worked through Mr. Ramirez's verbals, Mr. Calderado's labs and lectures, Romeo and Juliet with Miss Hutchinson. It goes back. But it was our work, our restless nights, our blood, sweat, and effort paying off. Seniors, we worked hard, but again, we played just as hard. FCAT, check. EOC, check. APs, check. Homecoming, check. Senior breakfast, check. Picnic, check. Grad bash, check. Prom, check. And last but not least, let's get this last task down. Don't forget the trials we faced and those long days of work that led to all of this today. Don't forget the people who aided you through each and every one of those hardships. Remember and sit down and thank those faces that never turned away from you at any point in your life. For my mother and father, it was your blood and effort that motivated me to put forth every effort to leave NMB with my diploma. Mamá y papá, los quiero mucho. Coach, you're just a loud cluster of spirit that really can't be explained in simple words. Watching you help me learn to keep my head up high, moving through situations and just keeping it high, walking with confidence in every step. You're the best, Bert. Thank you. And to my brothers and sisters in white, I really couldn't have asked for better people to stand by me throughout these 4 years. Thank you. Seniors, 2016, do not go gentle into this good night. We've all let the fruits of our labors bring us too far. Too much time has been invested to just quit. This isn't just the finish line, but another beginning. Keep your heads up high, and remember, when it's hard, where you came from. Remember these walls, because they're more than just walls. It's our home. North Miami Beach is our home. where our fruits and our talents shine the brightest, and today we reap what we've grown to be. Chargers, let everyone know when your feet press down with every step where you came from. I end with this, my brothers and sisters. We are Chargers. Until the end, we are Chargers. Coach Rulin taught us all to say it loud and to say it proud. Who are we? Chargers. Graduation? Check. Thank you.
Good morning, honored guests, faculty, staff, alumni, parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2016. We thank you for choosing to attend our commencement ceremony this morning, and we appreciate your presence in our celebration. Please bear with me as I definitely will get emotional. I would like to thank every single person who contributed to this moment and paved the way for us to be here. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, for without him, none of us would be here. Thanks to the parents and guardians, including mine, who gave us the first keys to success by motivating us in their own special ways, whether it be the traditional or the non-traditional way. I know how hard it may have been to raise me, but Mommy, we did it. Another thank you is due to those who have mentored us and provided us the knowledge about life that we could never have gained from any textbook. And finally, I would like to recognize my family from North Miami Beach Senior High and every single member of the faculty and staff for their tireless dedication to our education. Thank you for being so instrumental to my growth and for bringing me back down to earth whenever my balloon head took me away. Okay, that's it with the formalities. I want to stand here and tell you that the last 4 years have been wonderful and drama-free, but we all know that is not the case. There were some meltdowns, tears, arguments, failure notices, right, Mr. and Mrs. Brittany? Some of us have even begged our ways into the cap and gowns we're sitting in right now. I did not come here today to speak about how scary freshman year was, because I think our nightmares have reminded us of that far enough. I also did not come to discuss how much we hate waking up before the sun to get to school on time. What I did come to talk about today is what happens beyond this moment. We get so hyped up about graduation and finally leaving high school. But secretly, I believe we're worried. I know I am. We spent 4 years building our images and making friends and even foes. 4 years of free books, lunch, classes, and Coach Brittany screaming, "Get to class." However, after today, we start over again, back to the bottom of the totem pole. I don't know about you, but that scares me. Yet, I refuse to let this fear control my life. Instead of just worrying, I would rather find a solution to the problem and face it head on, because let's be honest, they don't want you to succeed. They would rather you fail so that they can laugh at you. Don't pay any attention to they. You must accomplish what they say you can achieve. These are the NMB keys to success. Never forget those who helped you get where you are. Never. Regardless of how significant you may see them as in your life, everyone you have encountered has helped you in one way or another. Today, I want to remind you of the people who built you. We all know the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," right? It definitely holds true. Your success is attributed not only to you, but to every person who helped you get where you are today. From the teacher who helped you finish that daunting assignment, to the administrator who convinced you to join that magnet program, to the counselor who listened to your every sob story. These are to whom you owe much of your success. These people who have taken that extra moment to help you when they did not have to. These are the people who we must remember on the way up, lest we fall, stumble, and see them on the way down. My principal instilled that value in me, to be respectful and courteous to the people you see on the path to success and how you treat them, so that if you were to stumble back down the ladder, you have friends and not foes. Thankful to those who helped you get where you are, the only way to show them your true gratitude is to help someone else. Motivate others in the way that you were. Help someone in their journey in life so that they too can reap the benefits or the fruits of success. Jack Welch says something I believe is so true. Before you become a leader, success is all about growing yourself and building your brand. However, once you become a leader, your goal and your measure of success is not by your accolade or your fame, but how much you help someone else grow. We get so consumed with ourselves that we forget it was someone else's selflessness that allowed our selfishness. The only way to true success is through serving others. Now, I believe that some of you may be sitting here like, no one helped me, I did this all alone. I may not agree, but why not change that and be what no one was for you to someone? There is a child who is sitting in your position, hurt that no one extended a hand to him or her. Be that motivation for that person. Guide someone to their success and show them that they are not alone. Major key alert, simply be better. They don't want you to succeed, but what have you done? Succeed. People will have anything and everything to say as to why you can't succeed, and they will even say you won't succeed. If you let that mindset shape your life, all they will be is right. However, if you are better and do better than what they wish, when they wish negativity, you win automatically. You have made the decision to push past adversity and achieve. Taking that first step is what makes you a champion, and it is what will allow you to succeed. That's how you will win against those who don't want you to succeed. Simply charge on. When things get rough, charge on. When you feel like you won't be able to pass that test or master that class, charge on. You have all of the keys to success. NMB has provided you with them. We are chargers, prepared for the world beyond the four walls of high school. We spent the last 4 years being molded into those who won't only take some L's and survive, but also some major W's. We might lose some battles, but it will be okay because you can charge on. I leave you with this. No matter where life takes you, always remember your home. Whether you are at NMB since 2012 or whether you recently joined the family, once you become a charger, you are always and forever a charger. Chargers! Thank you. Now, I would like to welcome to the podium once again, Mr. Randy Milligan. To the man who has been our principal since we entered the halls of NMB in 2012. The class of 2016 has a special presentation. To the Superman who has been saving the day at NMB for 28 years, these past 4 have been a bit more special. As a true champion for education, something rare in the world of education, Mr. Milligan has served as our principal since his very first day as principal at North Miami Beach. The class of 2016 would like to thank you for always leaving your office door open to anyone who needs you and for keeping our interests in the forefront of all of your plans. Most importantly, we thank you for being the coolest principal ever. The class of 2016 loves and respects you for always saving the day. So this is for you, our running man, our #1 charger, Mr. Milligan.
Thank you. I didn't expect that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the administration, I would like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Today's program is very exciting, and it's exciting because this is our time to honor you, the students, for the work that you have done and for your dedication to learning. It's a time to say thank you to you and your parents, your guardians, relatives, and those who are here to support you. Please give these men and women a round of applause, because without them, we would not be here today. Today's program is especially important because we're honoring those of you who have stood out because of your commitment, dedication, and your perseverance. At North Miami Beach School, our motto is leading the way to excellence, and the students that you will see walk across this stage this morning have demonstrated that commitment throughout their high school career. not only through their academic achievement, but also through their leadership in extracurricular activities and their desire to serve their community. This excellence is displayed and has shown through by the accolades our students have earned, including NMB being named a Magnet Schools of America School of Distinction Award. And I am proud of each and every individual student sitting in this auditorium because you are truly leading the way to excellence. The class of 2016 is truly an exceptional group. I've admired your team spirit, loyalty, your willingness to do things for others, and perhaps above all, your positive attitude. Among the many reasons that this is indeed a momentous occasion is being that the class of 2016 is my first graduating class as principal of North Miami Beach Senior High School. I feel privileged to have known most of these young people all of their high school careers. In just a few moments, the class of 2016 will receive their diplomas. The diplomas these graduates will receive represent years of hard work, commitment, dedication, achievement, and will mark a turning point in their lives of these young people. Certainly the class of 2016 will be greatly missed. Over 30% of our graduates will be attending top colleges and universities such as the University of Florida, the University of Miami, Florida International University, the University of Central Florida, Florida State University, Franklin and Marshall University, Hamilton College, and Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. Our senior class proudly has 2 Posse Scholars, 2 Gates Millennium Scholars, and some of the best scholarships in the United States, and an honorable mention from the nationally recognized Silver Knight Awards. This class has also generated over $4 million in scholarship money. These are just a few of the notable accomplishments of the class of 2016. Seniors, as you leave here and you go to college, trade school, or the armed services, please remember your time at North Miami Beach High School. It is okay to wonder what the future may hold, but it's also important to realize that our future is not something that just happens to us. It is up to us to make it happen. You must create goals. So my parting advice to you is this. 1, you have to write your own story. Invest in yourself. Don't let others dictate your future. 2, being the smartest person in the room can certainly be an asset, but being the hardest worker will always be invaluable. Desire and dedication usually trump talent. And last but not least, give back. Your goals will be achieved and enhanced as you help others. We all stand on the shoulders of those that came before us. In closing, when people tell me what my kids can't do, I don't listen. I say, let me tell you what my kids can do. When people tell me you don't look like your kids, I say at NMB we don't decide who is in our family based on the color of our skin or the country of our origin. In our house, we are family because we love and respect for each other. To my first graduating class, you will always be special, and I wish you love and luck, and remember, you will always be a part of our Charger Nation.
Thank you, Principal Milliken. As we prepare to receive our diplomas, we ask again that you give each graduate their moment of recognition in as dignified a manner as possible. Please do not scream, yell, or use any noisemakers while names are being called. Thank you. Ms. Armand will begin the presentation of diplomas, followed by Mr. Singh.
Shedline Apollon. Alvaro Jimenez. Jasmine Jean-Louis. Raven Roll. Jessica Antoine. Saeed Balani. Gabrielle Brown. George Bullard. Mishidael Sayard. Marisol Fernandez. Mia Gab. Inochi Gonzalez. Taiwan Harris. Samia Hassan. Kyle Hippolyte Wade. Rakaya Holder. Adikel Islam. Nej Joseph. Samantha LaFrance. Selena Cuevas. Cynthia Belfleur. Lynn Alexander. Phaeton Ahmad. Diego Aguilar. Esther Agenor. Jiddu Sunny. Derek Stubbs. Michael Pressman. Estelle Pigney. Diane Petitbois. Jesus Morel. Rolanda Moise. Samantha Mascari. Elizabeth Martin. Matthew Francis. Kaina Jonathan. Emmanuel Joseph. Bentley Just. Alex Leung. Brian Lunn. Corette Paul. Rhoda Pavret. Dernstar Pierre-Louis. Bishara Reed. Christopher Richards. Alex Rodriguez. Luz Ruiz. Judy Simon. Tavares Hooks. Leslie Hernandez. Keith Haygood. Dominique Gilbert. Gabriela Fernand. Jennifer Etienne. Christine DeRosier. Stanley Dansby. Daniela Camero. Jose Camarena. Jose Brito Urena. Danica Benain. Rutsa Balan. Malaki Adeyemi. Kevin Victor. Rajiv Singh. Dolene Lamore. Lunica Lewis. Shanika Lewis. Therese Lucky. Jackson Pierre. Malik Pierre. Sophia Siriani. Pauline Tendo. Shavana Vasal. Alan Abbott. Jose Abreu. Mackenzie Aid. Whitney Alsanat. Marlene Alcide. Loy Lubin. Christopher Lovereau. Midson Louis Jean. Evina Louis Charles. Cynthia Lauriston. Osvaldo Leyva. Tanise Leslie. Tavis Leaker. Maisha Lauriston. Maybe Lara. Stephans Lapa. Ashley Lamy. Kenneth Lang. Odnell Lacroix. Patrick Labadie. Meredith Alexander. Markeving Alexis. Tamara Alexis. Alonzo Antoine. Schneider Antoine. Vashan Antoine. Yves Apollon. Catherine Arcila, Quincy Arnett, Darvilis Asensio, Marvin Aspelli, Akeem Augustine, Ruth Augustine, Sternly Augustine, Reynal Asueta, Damaris Marino, Alexandra Mercier, Madeline Moran, Edwin Medina, Marcus McLean, Stephanie Mayen, Shamar Maxwell, David Maselli, Carlin Martinez, Janelle Marcellus, Janelle Malcolm, Nicholas Mahabir, Gloria Lucelle, Toya Lubin, Rashida Lubin, Zonel Bailey, Wilson Balderrama, David Barbarena, Rulian Baroni, Kiara Bastien, Gibson Beaubois, Derek Beauchamp, Matea Bagdak, Lorna Beckford, Fanuel Belholm, Jose Bellany, Mona Lisa Benjamin, Dominique Benyard, Arbins Bernard, Brianna Bien-Aimé, Marvin Bien-Aimé, Bishar Moulton, Wis Morose, Rowdy Morris, Zanae Moore, Cynthia Mondesir, Richard Molina, James McComb, Cynthia Montclair, Julian Millian, Erickson Millian, Tanya Migueles, Sophoni Michel, Michelange Michel, Abigail Mertis, Michelle Mary, Alessandro Bodway, Joshua Bowden, Kenneth Bonney, Luigi Benorm, Sharma Box, Brian Brazella, Pierre Brazier, Giovanni Brazo, Quentin Bridgewater, Stephanie Brockett, Tariq Brown, Ashley Bruno, Caitlin Burgos, Marianne Bissaint, Job Cado, Eduardo Nunez, Neskin Nord, Angelica Nieves, Janika Nicholas, Sarah Nugent, Nadira Nubi, Maria Neres, Bianca Nepies, Eddie Nelson, Jose Negrete, Miles Neat, Luis Munoz, Alexander Munoz, Torian Mullings, Kareem Mohammed, Marie Cadet, Oscar Calix, Natanya Casimir, Leomar Castellon, Brian Castillo, Garcel Sella, Luitas Saran, Vanessa Charit,
Jamel Charles, Jonathan Charlotte, Naomi Sherry, Sunetta Chin, Jordan Ciceron, Vanessa Clairzier, Andrew Clark. Giselle Prado. Nika Philiston. Derek Filius. Snyder Petit Frere. Carlina Peters. Alex Peterkin. Melanie Penafiel. Kino Parchment. David Pananiagua. Jamal Palmer. Jean Mario Palian. Christopher Padilla. Manisa Oscar. Valencia Oscar. Sherry Ossian. Sergine Clairzier. Bertie Codio. Kevisha Colamanti. Nicholas Contreras. Manuel Corielis. Melanie Cotto. Natalie Cotto. Brandy Cunningham. Jean Sirius. Elijah Daly. Ednick Daviolian. Tracy DB. Thierry Decembre. Menick DeSimas. Yahira Delgado. Judlerson Deller. James Casefin. Edwin Prudent. Stephanie Proctor. Jenny Flor Privilis. Diezma Privilis. Glady Pozas. Sebastiani Pompey. Guyvins Platon. Radley Pinal. Dimitri Pierre-Louis. Rodney Pierre. Sammy Pierre. Dinah Raymondville. Jonathan Pierre. Adonis Pierre. Caleb Phillison. Brianna Delma. Victoria Demerit. Naeem Dennis. Roger Darris. Pierre Desamore. Mike Desert. Liesla Deverest. Naya Dobson. Ernstia Dominique. Hestia Dorsaint. Kaylin Douglas. Jovan Ducatel. Nicole DuPont. Jeremiah Durand. Margloni St. Jean. Montella St. Maris. Izzy St. Claude. Virginia Rodriguez. Antonio Robledo. Kevon Robinson. Cassandra Rivera. Jessica Rivas. Diana Rivera Gonzalez. Arlene Richmond. Erlene Renee. Vashawn Reed. Ladora Redmond. Sebastian Ramirez. Steve Rameau. Crystal Dovere. Sajwana Edwards. Cyan Elvard. Marie Eugene. Cynthia Excellent. Cindria Excellent. Casey Fenord. Watson Felix. Joanne Fenelon. Marcelo Figueroa. Jean Filius. Carlos Fleurison. Steve Fleurmont. Lucy Flores. Savion Fontillis. Georgie Smillian. Rockley Simius. Abraham Sevilla. John Serrano. Onijah Scott. Merlanda Sanin. Evelyn Sanchez. Pierre Samedi. Amber Salvatore. Jose Salazar. Brandon Saintville. Samantha St. Louis. Carrie St. Till. Christian St. Ville. Kendra St. Fleur. Andrew Francinor. Rachel Francois. Ruben Francois. Tyler Frazier. Precious Frederick. Sandy Gerfraud. Tim George. Kyton Germain. Vanessa Geraldo. Takoria Goss. Ashley Grant. Deborah Grant. Shania Guerriere. Julie Guevara. Raquel Gulami. Sean Seskun. Jonelle St. Louis. Leela Stevens. Raquel Steele. Mac Supont. Jeff Searlfrank. Tiana Stanley. Rashawn Stain. Cynthia St. Louis. Jason St. Hilaire. Ricardo Smith. Elizabeth Suklau. Maxie St. Tillis. Michael Simpson. Ornelise Simon. Christiana Simon. Denisha Guzman Ortiz. Hakeem Hamilton. Faiza Haseb. Mario Hernandez. Jacoby Hill. Mohammed Hindi. Tamika Hodges. Huda Mashruba. Becky Iglesia. Isaiah Ilaraza. Simpson Imbert. Manisha Isaac. Isaiah Ivory. Vikara Jax. Anika Jahan. Charlene Monstein. Nicole Vignero. Watson Vicious. Tiffany Ballard. Janelle Urena. Michelangelo Upright. Javille Tucker. Kesterson Theodore. Keith Theoc. Annie Thatch. Oville Tejada. Fred Tanis. Brianna Tanis. Julian Silvius. Jean Sibris. Fritzy Sifralant. Amoy James. Cardonia Jean. Darlene Jean. Mohammed Jean. Winda Jean Baptiste. Beryl Jean Baptiste. Brandy Jean Baptiste. Clarkson Jean Baptiste. Roshni Jean Claude. Gerfina Jean Lewis. Bianca Jean Mary. Nicholas Jean Pierre. Stephen Jean Mary. Stephen Jean T. Latoya Jennings. Ednold Michelle. Cindy Zelaya. Amanda Zamora Noah. Yingwen Wu. Trayvon Williams. Kevin Williams. Gerardo Williams. Julian Watson. Jonathan Watler. Deshaun Watler. Katya Ward. Mervyn Vincent. Walter Vieira. Joshua Victor. Emmy Judy. Catherine Jones. Ann Joseph. Gary Joseph. Jordan Joseph. Karen Joseph. Lordy Joseph. Michelle Joseph. Shadanaza Joseph. Sonice Joseph. Stefan Joseph. Eva Joseph. Boma Josiah. Ruth Juarez. Joseph Cuff. Keith Kwan. Christopher Kemble. Beverline Laguerre. Shusamid Charles. Rebecca Degiacomo. Thank you. Nelson Alvardo. Corey Salmon. I don't have his name. I need his name. Moshe Brinton. Kenneth Civil.
Mr. Milliken, as Student Government Association Vice President, I certify to the best of my...
May we have your attention, please? We will wait. Go ahead.
Mr. Milliken, as Student Government Association Vice President, I certify to the best of my knowledge that the members of the class of 2016 have successfully completed the requirements for graduation and are ready to receive their diplomas. They have met the challenge and will continue to strive for excellence as they leave North Miami Beach Senior High to pursue further educational and various vocational endeavors.
Students, please rise for the turning of the tassels. As principal of North Miami Beach Senior High School, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by Miami-Dade County Public School District and by the state of Florida. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2016 to be graduates of North Miami Beach Senior High. Seniors, please turn your tassels.
Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2016. Now please join us as we sing our school's alma mater located in the back of your graduation programs.
Dreams and our wishes far beyond our hopes and our fears. Rise the challenges of tomorrow that we face throughout the coming years. We strive towards the light to fix our eyes on the stars of truth. This is our search, our challenge, light and truth in quest of tomorrow today.
Thank you so much for attending our 43rd annual commencement ceremony, and congratulations to the graduates once again. You may be seated. Science fiction novelist Frank Herbert wrote, "There is no real ending. It's just the place where you stop the story." What?
It's okay, I'll do it. Come. You ready? Come read for her.
Science fiction novelist Frank Herbert wrote, There is no real ending. It's just a place where you stop the story. While today may mark the end of our collective story, I, for one, am grateful that we had the opportunities we did to become the people we are. And I know that we will have the new opportunities to become the people we need to be. This concludes the class of 2016 commencement ceremony. I would like to extend a special thank you to our administrative staff, dignitaries, special guests, and to our parents and guardians for attending this momentous occasion. No matter where your future may lead you, you will always be in the spirit of North Miami Beach Senior High School. NMB will always be your home. Congratulations, class of 2016. Chargers, we made it. Will the alumni class of 2016 please rise? Ms. Armand and Mr. Singh and Ms. Kelsey will now lead the recessional.